Welcome to this painting tutorial. In this video we're going to look at how to paint a Daemonette of Slaanesh for either Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Fantasy. This is a quick and easy kind of tutorial. It's a color scheme made to look like the box art and also to paint a lot of Daemonettes quickly. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and stay after the video to learn how you can support my channel. In this video we're going to need matte medium from Liquitex or whatever brand you prefer. You can pick this up at the art store, and it's going to be used on the first step. I'm going to start with a primed white miniature, and with Daemonette Hide and matte medium I'm going to make a wash. Just mix equal parts Daemonette Hide and matte medium and enough water to make it look like a wash. Here I started a little bit too thick, but what you're trying to do is to get this color into all of the recesses and leave the places that are more pronounced still look kind of a white but a little bit tinted. What you need here is to paint this color into the recesses and leave the open places still looking like tinted very pale white. This step is going to take a lot of time to dry, so you can move on to paint other Daemonettes, or as I did here, I moved to paint other parts of the miniature. I'm going to start with Screamer Pink to paint the claws and the hair and the loincloth. This is not necessarily the color of the art that we were looking for. This is more in line with the fantasy range color scheme. Next, I'm going to use model color black from Vallejo, and I'm going to paint all of the places that are going to be black and silver. I'm using a size 2 brush, and I'm being very careful not to paint on the skin. If you do, you are going to have to paint it white again and give it a little bit of the wash to fix it. So try not to go over the skin. Next, with Iron Breaker, I'm going to start picking out all of the places that I want to be silver. I usually don't like a lot of silver on my Daemonette models. I like them to be very pale and dark at the same time. A very pale skin and very dark clothing and armor. But this miniature here has a lot of detail that we can paint on metal if we want. Next, I'm going to use Druchii Violet, and with this color we're going to shade in most of the details on the model, not the skin, only the Screamer Pink places on the miniature, and we're going to tint and shade the metallic parts of the miniature. You can also use this color to line some details on the model in between the skin and the armor and places like that to define the edges better if you like. Just be very careful and use very little with a detail brush. Once the skin is dry, I'm going to use Ulthuan Gray to start cleaning up the model. This color is going to go into most of the miniature. I'm just going to leave the previous color on the recesses and places that are directly in shadow. But most of the miniature is going to be painted with Ulthuan Gray, and I'm going to leave the places where the wash naturally gathered and pooled in between the details of the legs and places like that, on the collarbone and places where you see that the wash gathered and gave some very good shade. You have to ignore those places. And finally, with White Scar, I'm just going to pick up the places that are more pronounced or that are more sharp than the rest. I'm going to give him a final highlight with White Scar. Next, I'm going to use Screamer Pink to give the first highlight to the Screamer Pink areas. This is just to bring a little bit of the color back if you want, or you can leave it like that. But I'm going to clean up and give a little bit more of a saturated look towards the tips of the sharp places on the claws and the brightest places on the hair and stuff like that. Next, I'm going to mix in Screamer Pink with a little bit of Slaanesh Gray to get kind of a pink color. And with this color I'm going to highlight all of the places around the hair, the claws, and the loincloth. This is going to be just a little overbrush on the hair and on the sharpest places on the claws, and an edge highlight on the loincloth. Next, I'm going to use Iron Breaker, and I'm going to highlight the metallics once more. I'm just going to leave a little bit of the washed color behind as a tinted shadow on the metallic. And to finish it off, I'm going to color the claws on the feet. I'm going to start with Skaven Black dinge. You can color all of the claws and bony, spiky bits around the model with this. And Dawnstone as a second highlight. And that's it. And this is the finished model. This was a very satisfying tutorial to make. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and it took me a while to figure out the color scheme that made me feel happy about the way the miniature looks. I think I figured it out. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you found this video entertaining and helpful. If you like it, like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave any comments and questions on the comment section below. Remember that you can talk to me on Facebook and leave in a comment what you would like to see next. Stay after the video to learn how you can support my channel, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if you would like to further support my channel, you can become my Patreon on Patreon. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and you are helping me create more and better content. If you can't, that's fine, because you're helping my channel a lot just for watching and sharing, but you can read all of the details if you follow the link in the description below. I hope you can spare $1 to make this hobby of mine a job for which I can get paid. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.